Hello, we're going to introduce the Classmate conversation assignment. And the way that this works, just a quick overview, is that I will be putting the students into groups on the app called Band. And I will be introduced in a different video and we'll talk about that. And basically, the students are you're going to be talking with each other via your voice on Band. It's sort of like text messaging, but with your voice instead, since it is a listening and speaking class. Just briefly, once you're in Band, this is how to leave a voice message in Band. There's an entire YouTube video I put together on how to leave a voice message in Band that's more detailed. But basically, you get into, it could be a group message or it could be an individual message with somebody. And at the bottom where you're used to texting and you normally like type a message right here, if you see that little icon that looks like a microphone and you click on that, that will open into this page where there's this big button with a red microphone in the middle. And if you click that and hold it down, you can talk and leave a message. Now, when you let go, it's going to send the message. So if you accidentally let go too soon, you'll just have to continue the message where you left off or start over or whatever. So that's a quick overview. Again, you can watch the video on YouTube on more details on how to leave a message on Band. All right. I will be creating the groups on Band, and every Monday you will get a new group of students. Usually it's around 3 to 5 students. 4 is a nice number, obviously, right there in the middle, but it'll change some depending on just the situations. And there will usually be a new group every Monday. It's possible you'll keep a group for the week for a longer time, but usually your group will be a new group every Monday. All right. Now, here is some of what you're going to be doing during that. First, you are encouraged to have frequent conversations on here. I'll give some minimum requirements in a moment, but the goal of this is to be talking back and forth. You may even converse back and forth several times a minute or an hour at times, just having a conversation with somebody. And that's great. There's no maximum. I want you to have good conversation on this. And again, the conversations should be spoken and not written. You're not typing text messages. I know you're used to that. And at the beginning of the semester, sometimes it does take a little bit of adjusting because you're used to texting instead of speaking, but the messages should be spoken on this. And you're welcome really to discuss anything in these groups. These groups are meant to replace several aspects of what might be normal in a face-to-face class to add some social interaction. So at the beginning of class, when students come before, and the teacher too, when we're all in class together before class or after class, people usually talk, ask questions, and just connect with each other. It's meant to replace that. So if there's things that you're interested in talking about, this is a great time to do that with your group. Also, there might be some activities that we would do in class, and I'll just mention during class, our online class, to talk about these with your Band group, with your group on Band. So it'll replace some of that as well. But again, you may talk about anything that you would like in it as well. So maybe as you're taking notes during the week as part of your assignments, maybe there's something that you found to be interesting. You don't have to wait till reporting day to talk about it. Mention it to your group on Band, and you can hear their thoughts and share your thoughts and have a conversation there. You could discuss this class or any other class. If you just have questions, your classmates may be in several classes together. This is a chance to talk with them about those things, what people are doing, how they're doing, just anything you'd like to talk about. Now, I may give a conversation for some of those weeks, and I'll say, here's a conversation starter. If that happens, I would like all the students to share your thoughts about that topic. You can listen to each other, like you should, not just can, you should listen to each other's thoughts about that topic. You can comment on it and have a conversation about that, but you're not limited to that topic. So you should talk about that, but you may also, in addition to that topic, talk about anything else as well. So if I do give a topic, be sure to talk about that one, but you can talk about whatever you'd like as well in that group. So the actual requirements of it, if you're looking for like the minimum standards, you could say, one, again, you're encouraged to contribute to the group frequently, to join the group, talk with your classmates, and not even to have to worry about the minimum requirements, that you just meet those without thinking about it. But I know it's nice to know what the minimum is. I do understand that. So The minimum is that the conversation in your groups should be spoken. Anything that is texted doesn't count towards the conversation. Okay, now there may be a place to send something. Maybe you're talking about a website and saying, hey, what's that web address? Instead of like www dot and saying it, you might just send a quick text with the web address. Or maybe you're talking about a picture or some of your kids or your family or something. Sure, take a picture and send that over. It's not spoken, it's visual, and that's fine because it's going along with the conversation. Or maybe a picture of something else. Maybe you're talking about your notes and you take a picture of your notes and send them on over to your classmates or something. That, you know, it is what it is. That you're talking about it and you're giving them the visual to look at as well, and that's fine. But the main conversation should be spoken, and only the spoken ones count towards the requirement. So you are required to listen to all of the conversation that goes on. So when you join your band group and there's a few messages you haven't listened to yet, hit play and listen through those. They're usually not real long. Doesn't take that long to listen through and hear the conversation, just like a real conversation. And then you will be leaving your own messages that may be something you thought of, a thought you have, but also responding to what your classmates said. So if they said, we're talking about something, yeah, I agree with that, or I disagree, or asking questions like a conversation. Now, if you look here, it gives the actual requirements for the assignment under part I there. Unfortunately, that thing keeps showing up on the screen, so I'll have to leave my mouse up above. But on part 2B, letter I, says each student should leave at least 6 messages on 6 different days, which means you need to leave at least 1 message per day. Basically, that is requiring you to get onto the band chat and join it every day, not to just forget about it until Sunday night, okay? So you've got to get on it at least once a day, listen to all the messages that are there, and make at least 1 comment. Now, again, hopefully you'll join the conversation, do more than that, but that's the minimum. So at least 6 messages over a span of 6 different days, 1 message per day. And that conversation starts on Monday. Every Monday, I will put you into a new group, and usually, now sometimes I might say it's going to be the same group, but usually be a new group on that Monday, and it ends Sunday night. So that next Monday does not count towards the conversation anymore. You'll have a new group. So it ends Sunday night for that. Now, what is my role? What is the instructor's role in the conversation? I may join in on your conversations. I'm creating them. I can come in and listen. I don't always come in and listen to everything you posted for all of the groups. So I won't be actively a member of your group, but I may join in, share some thoughts and things like that, especially if I see a group is real active. It's nice. I like to jump in and say, hey, what do you guys, just see what you guys are talking about. It's sort of fun. But please do not leave a message for me in those groups that you're hoping for me to hear and respond to. I may not even notice it's there. Again, I can't just glance at it because it's not written. I have to listen to it. I may not listen to every message. And so I may not even notice if you do that. So if you do have a question for me, that's great. Question, comment, whatever. You're welcome to private message me through band, and I will listen to anything that is sent directly to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I do also, my role, I do also see who's frequently contributing. Your names, you'll notice when you get in band that new messages show at the top, and you can see who left new messages. I do see that. So if you're real active, I'll see your, even if I don't listen to all the messages, I'll see your name keep popping up. Hey, that person's really contributing to the group and contributing to the class. So I'll thank you right now for that, and I'll thank you for that later as well. So that's great to be active, not just to wait for your classmates, but to be an active leader in your group. And if you have a group of 4 leaders, fantastic. You'll just have a great conversation. But to be not waiting for others, but to start those conversations and to be a leader and to practice in that. That's a great skill as well, to practice showing initiative. All right. At the end of the week, again, Sunday is the last day of the conversation. But every Monday, and if you want to do it Sunday night, that's fine. You're done. You can just do it Sunday night, be done. But it's fine if you wait until Monday to fill in the Classmate conversation report. And again, this should be filled in by midnight on Monday. If you fill it in Monday morning, great. If you fill it in Sunday night, that's great too. But Monday, I will put another video together that has the details about this classmate conversation report. So right now I'm just going to mention you need to fill that in. This is actually how I'll be initially grading to keep track of your conversations. But that'll be another video for details on that. So grading, how are these going to be graded? They will be graded first by using your classmate conversation report. So it's very important you fill that in. And some of the questions are, how many times did you leave a message? And which days did you leave a message? So I'll see, did you do 6 times? Did you do 6 days on that? And I will grade those very quickly according to your conversation report, not even looking at your actual band group. So you'll go through, if you did their assignment, 100, 100, 100, you'll get the points, okay? But later then, throughout the semester, I'll be looking at your groups, or during the week, I'll look at your band groups, and I'll see if somebody, maybe you said you did, well, if you said you did 20 times and you did 15 times, okay, you counted wrong, but you're not going to lose points on that. But if you say you did 6 times, and I look and you're like, I did once, or they weren't even on here at all, but you try to just go through, your points, even if you see that 100 show up in the grade book, you may go down, your grade may be lost if that's not what you actually did. And if I see that you are deliberately giving wrong numbers, your grades can go down to 0. Now, I don't say that to scare you, like, oh, I need to count super accurately. Again, if you did like left 20 messages and you accidentally said, oh, I left 17 or 24, you just counted wrong, you know, that is what it is. You were actively participating. That's what that's for. Don't worry about that. But this is where if I see people are deliberately just giving lower numbers to hope to get credit on the assignment, that's what I'm looking for on this. Not out to get you. So I want to make that clear. I'm not looking to see problems, but I am looking to give you accountability to actually join the conversation. So, all right. Some questions and answers that I found came up. We started this last semester when with the COVID thing, everybody got moved online, and the students honestly loved it. They really enjoyed the band groups here, because you had more conversation throughout the week than you could normally have. But anyhow, so there were some questions that came up. One is, what do I do if the others in the group are not participating? You know, you're there, you leave a message on Monday, no response. Tuesday, no response. Like this, I'm talking to myself. Well, that is a very frustrating situation. I hope we will not have that. And I ask you, don't put your classmates in that situation. Everyone, join into the group. Enjoy it. Talk with each other. Ask questions. Get to know each other, whatever. But if it does happen and you're the only one that's joining a group, here's what you need to do. First, keep leaving those messages in band. Even if every day you just get on and say, hey guys, I'm still here. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a message. Do that every day for the 6 days so that you can get credit for the assignment and get all your points, even if your classmates don't. So I want you to get those points for leading. I know it's a hard conversation. I'll notice that, and the next week I'll make sure to try to get you in a group with people who I know are active. So also let me know, especially at the beginning of the semester, if you see that that's happening and you're leaving messages and your classmates aren't, it's very possible they don't understand the assignment, that there's some confusion somewhere and they don't know they're missing something. So please let me know if it gets to like Tuesday, Wednesday, and nobody's left a message but you. I may notice that on my own, because I do sort of watch those, and I may notice it, but I might not, especially if 1 or 2 people aren't joining. I might not notice that during the week. So if you see that somebody's not joining you or your whole group, but even if it's just one person that's just not in the group at all, let me know that, so I can contact them, not as a way to blame them, but just to help them understand and make sure they understand the assignment. That would be great. And also, if you do have a way to contact them, feel free to do so and say, hey, you're not joining the group. Come on, join us, and give them a little kick to do that. That'd be great. Another question is, what if I didn't start until Wednesday and there are only 5 days left? Because you need to do at least 6 days. There's 7 days in a week. So you really need to start at least by Tuesday. So if you waited till Wednesday, there's only 5 days left. What do you do? How do you get the points? Well, first, it is important to join the conversation right away. Like I would say on Monday, as soon as you see your group came through, leave a message. Hey guys, we're in group together. Looking forward to talking with you. And you can, if you have something on your mind, share it. Or if I gave you a topic, share on that topic right away. Start on Monday. You can do all 7 days if you want. So it is important to join the conversation early in the week. But if you didn't join the conversation early in the week, and now it is to Wednesday and there's only 5 days left, start now. You'll at least get 5 of the 6 days. Will you lose some points? Yes, you will, because you didn't do all the days. But what you could do, you could still get all 6 messages, because you could leave 2 messages a day, or hopefully, again, you might be leaving 10 messages a day and just short ones, just talking back and forth with classmates. So you can still get all the messages, but you will miss a day then. So you will lose some points. If that happens 1 or 2 weeks, it's no big deal. It's not going to have a big effect on your grade. If it happens frequently, it can bring your grade down. So there is some accountability there to join the groups and have conversation. Now I put a slide here on adjusting the assignment. This is the last slide. This assignment may change throughout the semester, may tweak the numbers on how many messages to leave, and just things may change to meet the needs of our class. Every class is different, and so we may change things up. If as you're doing the assignment, you have, you know what, it'd be nice if we could make this change. We can't. Tell me if you have any suggestions to make this, or really any assignment, better, more useful for you, not just easier, but it could be easier too if it'll have the same benefits. Let me know. I want to know what works best for you, and we can change the assignment and benefit everybody. That's great. So that is the Classmate Conversation assignment. Again, there will be another video out there about filling in the Classmate Conversation report, and there may be some other things I'll put out with more details, but that will get you a good understanding of how to do this assignment.